Drifters are the first hostile mobs in Vintage Story that were added to the game in early 2017 on the 1.3.1 version, but the first story about them got published on the website in 2019 and is called Ghosts. Drifters live underground, but don't mind having a night jog to munch on some players in a 20 block radius. Somehow these creatures only attack players, but in the tapestry called Rot Beast, it says that they attack all. However, neither animals nor traders have any problems chilling together with the stinky drifters, who also don't seem to be bothered with easy prey. This same tapestry that tells the tale of drifters claims that they are former animals who got a bit sick, went to little bunkers and started to rot a bit. But how did they get so messed up that 6 different kinds of drifters ended up with the same face? Well, they didn't explain that part. Apparently the mutations hit everyone the same way. Now the Ghost Legends tells us a bit more about drifters. It says that they are pretty heavy, hunched shoulders, twisted spine, and apparently don't have a heart. Because when a guy named Bardo was rescuing some dude and hit the drifter in the heart, the rotten beast didn't feel a thing and screwed Bardo pretty badly, and when the drifter was finally shot, it fell and broke the arrows under its weight. Man, that's some heavy stuff here. Anyways, there are 6 types of drifters in the game: Surface, Deep, Tainted, Corrupt, Nightmare, and finally the double-headed one. And what are you like today, huh? Yeah, never mind. All these drifters spawn if the light level drops below 7, and before 1.18 that parameter was 9, so apparently they need more darkness to spawn now. Anyways, surface drifters spawn, well, on the surface, and all the rest are chilling underground. However, during the temporal storms, all of them climb out to the surface. Oh, and by the way, drifters seem to be the only mobs that spawn during a temporal storm, but there are actually more creepy mobs out there like bells and locusts. Luckily they don't care about the storms, otherwise it will be a bloody massacre. Drifters are scared of light, so you can mostly see them underground or at night, though I'm pretty sure I've seen some dudes wandering about in the scorching sun. Drifters are not only former animals, they are also former humans, because they have a couple of peculiar animations, like crying or thinking, and if they don't feel like diplomacy, they can just throw a brick in your face. Most drifters walk straight, but others crawl. Maybe they were riding medieval bikes in the past, I don't know. Well, how else can you explain their weird outfit? In different stories, drifters are described as having a metallic scent, stubble skin, rotten flesh, well, just, regular heavy metal drunken punk. Maybe I am all, because they also don't have eyes, and their face looks like a bloody worm from Dune. Now if you look closer, you'll see some metallic parts sticking out of the poor guy, some rusty wires and armature. 3 drifters even have a chainsaw arm or something. Speaking about their emotions, well, apart from crying, thinking and wanting to slap you in the face, drifters are also full of anger and fear. And, well, a desire to eat you alive. I mean, they're also infectious, but our player doesn't care about that much, maybe for now, because the topic of diseases remains a mystery, even though it's often mentioned in the stories. If we speculate further on the drifters, they drop some flax fibers, rusty gears and temporal gears. If flax fibers can be explained like the leftovers of some clothes, then what the hell are gears? Medieval Apple Watch or something? As for me, a drifter seems to be contradicting the story a little, and is a contradicting mob by itself. It's either a byproduct of some heavy mutations or a scientific experiment. And why does it even matter? Well, it'd be nice to have an answer, because in 2016 Tyron wrote something interesting on the forum.
I want to give meaning to most of the threats the player will face, in a way that they are all interconnected in some way. After some brainstorming, I came up with this: daylight threats, spiders, wolves, hogs; nighttime threats, skeleton crows, skeleton horses, skeleton wolves, hunters; underground threats, ghosts, and spiders.
And though the name Drifter didn't exist back then, instead there were some crazy mobs and also a mentioning of ghosts. Can it be the reference to the story in 2019? Or maybe I'm starting to find the meaning in things which, well, don't mean anything. Anyways, spiders, skeletons and skeleton horses were pure Minecraft, so I'm kinda happy we got drifters, even though they might not mean anything. At least the drifter came out unique. One thing is clear, Drifter, a Drifter is both an underground threat and a night threat, just like Tyron wanted. What's even better, we're gonna get a new mob soon, and I wonder what niche will that one fill, but before we do, we can just relax and farm double-headed Drifters regardless of what they are, because they drop pretty decent loot such as flax fibers, rusty and temporal gears, with a 100% chance, and that sounds pretty good to me. So maybe I should stop speculating and go and get some, because that's free loot right there, baby. Alright guys, share your thoughts about Drifters in the comments and let me know what you think about them, and that's it for me now, and I'll catch you in the next one.